There's a scripture in Joel 2:25 that says, I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten, the crawling locust, the consuming locust, and the chewing locust, my great army which I sent among you. Maybe some of us have forgotten what that means or don't know what that means. It means we have Chronos time, which is a significant amount of time. For example, it can be measured by a clock, and then we have Kairos time, which is an opportune, critical, defining moment. We can miss these moments, which is why focus and attention is necessary. These are the moments that we've waited for from birth until eternity, which is why it's called lifetime. Time is more valuable than money because the scripture not only means you will be restored things and money you've lost, but God says, I'm giving you back time, which we would never get back on our own because it has to come from the divine. This is so important because by understanding Chronos, you'll be able to maximize Kairos. And by God's grace, we won't miss these defining moments. It's not enough to have vision, but to understand the timing of the vision. Whatever has wasted our time before in the past, present, is demonic. Because the devil knows time is expensive. This is why it's necessary to get rid of confusion and ignorance out of your life. Because confusion and ignorance waste your time. So because we've unknowingly entertained some of this, we've missed some of our Kairos defining moments. So God is saying in that scripture, I'm going to give it back to you. Time that was stolen, taken, eaten from you. You see this dog trying to steal my time, right? God does this with two spiritual mysteries. They're called the mystery of speed and the mystery of restoration. God uses these two components to help us achieve and maximize our destiny. So speed is the ability to do a lot within a short amount of time. An example of this is why it took Jesus 33 years of his life for only 3 years of ministry. Because within those 33 years, preparation, development, and time was necessary before he came on the scene because his assignment was too important. So everybody gets time, but what we do with the time is so important. It's like going to the movies and missing the first 5 or 10 minutes of the movie. Those first scenes set the stage for understanding the rest of the movie. You cannot press rewind in the movies because those beginning scenes are gone. You've missed it. And so now you're trying to understand and catch up to what you've missed, which is why position is so important. I always say, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So have you ever paid attention when Jesus got baptized by John the Baptist? In Matthew 3:13, John recognized who Jesus was, and he was in awe of him that he didn't even want to baptize him. He said, you should be baptizing me. But Jesus spoke up and told him, no, you got to do this because the scriptures have to be fulfilled. But the moment he was baptized, 3 things happened. Heaven opened, the Spirit of God came on him, and God spoke. But what he chose to say really intrigued me. He said, this is my beloved Son in whom I'm well pleased. So I kept reading that over and over. And I asked myself, then who was he before he got baptized? The conclusion I came up with is although he was chosen, he didn't have the Spirit of God on him, which meant God was with him on the journey, but his spirit had not rested on him until he was baptized. Woo! Then that's when Jesus said, Luke 4:18, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me. Y'all, I'm losing it. Because he's anointed me to proclaim good news to the poor. He sent me to proclaim the freedom to the prisoners and recovery to the sight for the blind, and to set the oppressed free. So what if Jesus had an ego and got caught up in the fact that somebody knew who he was and was in awe of him? He would have missed his Kairos time, his defining moment. So how do you prepare for this Kairos moment? By maximizing Chronos, time, which makes no sense to waste time on the wrong thing when God is trying to prepare you for the right thing. Knowledge kills fear. So you don't have to be ignorant of anything, because there's no door that cannot be opened that hasn't been opened already. Okay, it's already been opened before. It's in a book, it's in the Bible, it's in somebody's story. All you have to do is pay attention and get the keys. For every door, there's a key. Follow the blueprint and illuminate. So be light. Light up the darkness in your life and in others. We're waiting on you. So be light. Bye. Have a good day on purpose.